What's up, everyone? It's Embedded Adventure Day 11. Uh, like, like this and plus one. Yeah. Okay. So Embedded Adventure, where I'm as a complete beginner trying to do stuff, and in previous series I just made some project ideas. I just like chatted with ChatGPT and it suggested some cool ideas. But overall, I would like to just plan what I want to learn and embed it right now because currently I want to mix like two types of embedded adventure days here. I want to do some days where I will work on the project, and the second type of days is when I will just develop like a skill set, like basics like FreeRTOS and so on and so on. So, first of all, I just want to actually plan what I want to do here. So, well, I don't know, will we code it today or do stuff, but I guess anyway, it's important to just document progress. Why not? So, yeah. So, as for the plan, as I mentioned, I will just make a project days and like a theory days. I probably will record both, but I guess these ones will be very extremely. Um, they won't be too actually cool for you to watch. I don't know. I just will be reading some things, but maybe we'll code something interesting. Hmm. We can actually do some cool stuff with some RTOS things, or um, maybe try to do some bare metal programming, etc. I don't know. I will just explore the topics that I that actually useful for every embedded developer, like for example some C experiments. Because you know, if you're an embedded developer, you have to know C well, extremely well, how it works, how it compiles, how it executes on the microcontroller. So probably this will be also interesting videos. And here we'll just mess around and I will do some projects that I have written. If you haven't seen the previous series, I've explored some ideas. There were some crazy ideas like a punching bag that measures the strength of your punch. Yep. And there were some decent ideas that I really liked, like gamepad or smartwatches. As for me, that's pretty cool to do one of these projects. So probably, um, but let's for now stick for theory days. So first topic that I really curious about is FreeRTOS, and I'm gonna explain you why. Because in every, oh my gosh, yep, guys, wrong tab. I just, oh my gosh, I just spoiled you my diploma. Okay, um, one moment, one moment. Yep. By the way, if you are curious, I can show you, but it's not just the topic of the video. If you're curious, I guess I can share it if you want. It's just not about embedded, but more just regular programming. Okay, one moment, guys. One moment. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So as you remember, I've made well, let's list them out here. Let's just close some unnecessary things. Okay. Don't need this, don't need that. Okay. Well, these for sure. Okay, so one moment. Okay, so as you remember, I had a very basic project, traffic light, which I made like in the first 2 embedded adventure days. Um, and here we had this function, vtask delay, and I was very curious, like, what what does it really do? It take the some amount of ticks, not the milliseconds, not seconds, not minutes. It take ticks, CPU ticks that it takes to do nothing for some amount of seconds. Yep. Okay, that's understandable. Um, in Wi-Fi experiments, I guess we used pretty much the same. And here in LED HTTP, in I don't know, probably let me remember when it was. Um, Probably in this series in day 9, we had some problem that there was like an infinite loop. I haven't put anything here, and it compiled successfully. It flashed onto the ESP32 microcontroller, and then while executing, it told me that watchdog timer has been broken because of in FreeRTOS. Yep, the tasks continuously switching. Yep, so they can somehow execute simultaneously. And there was a problem that this loop was blocking. So we wouldn't say like, hey, FreeRTOS, you can do your work. Yep, this function basically does it. I don't know how, but it does it. Yep. And system just couldn't manage all of its needs on 2-core ESP32 microcontroller. I guess I explained it well. So yeah, so this is a very important topic. Also, I don't know, in terms of ESP32, I would just look at this cool tutorial website. One moment. The random nerd tutorial. Yeah. They usually do some Arduino stuff, but they have some good guides in general. So they have, by the way, they have some FreeRTOS guide. That's cool. Software timers, interrupts. By the way, interrupts are good as well. Well, I would like to know how they work on ESP32. Probably pretty much the same as they work on every microcontroller. You just when the interrupt happens, the instruction pointer got points to the address of this interrupt handler, and then this interrupt handler do stuff. I don't know. Okay, we'll explore. Okay, and they have some guides on different projects. Okay, so I probably will explore this. Okay, what else? What else? Here I have like cool roadmap materials, random nerd turtle, bare metal, no. All about ESP, no. Electronics channel, basic LED, official docs, Soviet radio lover. Yeah, that's a cool site, by the way. Wi-Fi tutorial for ESP32. We have already done a lot with this. Well, I probably will do some more experiments, for example, with the HTTP server or HTTP client. But I need to like understand what I really want here. Beginner projects, okay. All right. So let's just put it like here: FreeRTOS, then probably. By the way, let's ask. Yeah, my favorite type of vibe coding. I'm currently learning ESP32 microcontroller. I'm preparing a plan for learning it. I already know some things. Can you suggest topics to explore? Typo. Development environments. Tooling. By the way, I guess, well, I did actually read a lot about this memory layout thing, so probably I know this one. Dual core extends a CPU. Well, it would be good to know this its architecture as well. By the way, is it like RISC-V or what? I don't know. Like 7. Is RISC-V. It's a proprietary. Really highly configurable. The specific Alex7 core used in device like INSP, not RISC-V. Okay, so it's something besides. Okay. Pin capabilities, by the way, that's an important topic with this ADCs, DACs. Well, I learned it actually on the electronic course, but I haven't remembered anything, guys. I just completely forgot it. It was like 1.5 a year ago, and I completely forgot how the ADC and DAC works on the electronic level. So probably it's a good thing. I will just add it. Well, I know about memory layout. I have already learned a lot about it, how it works on the ESP32. But the pin capabilities and the processor probably should learn it. Guess we can go with this the first way, then the FreeRTOS development environments. Well, I'm actually satisfied with ESP-IDF, but I actually would like to try Platform I/O. I don't like Arduino because it just it takes a lot of space on my computer. It does not oversimplify things, so probably. But the Platform I/O is actually cool. I watched. Seems like a good idea. Platform I/O, trusted by global innovators, he is expressive. I heard that there is a good debugger there, so probably I would like to try to use it. Yeah, pretty cool. Okay. Platform I/O. What else? Tooling ESP tool flashing reading if using serial monitor and logging. Well, as for the tools, I would like to know how to use debugger with the ESP32. Like, sorry, like not just monitoring the output. Yeah, so you can of course debug with the prints, but when your program gets bigger, it's much harder to recompile all that stuff again and again. So yeah. Okay, probably. Okay, I will put it here, but I will specify that I want to actually learn the debugger here. So ESP tool flushing, reading if uses. Flushing, well, I know how to flush. Yes, reading if uses. Like, what is if use? If use. Well, I'm total monkey here. If use, okay. The if use electronic fuse is a resettable integrated circuit device that provides precise, fast, and versatile protection against overcurrent, overvoltage, and overheating in electronic systems. Okay, so it's some kind of like controller for electricity parameters like voltage or current. Damn, I didn't even know that it exists. The best protection for your circuits. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay. Yep, here, let's now specify what I know and what I don't know here. First of all, yep. Okay. Oh my gosh, what a format. What a beautiful format here. Yep. So GPIO control, basically I know that thing because I've made like an LED blink, I made LED turn on and off in different ways, even in bare metal, so probably I know that thing more or less. I know the structure, that there is a GPIO matrix, and how it can be controlled by these multiplexers. You can actually put some signals there. I probably just even can show you if I made a notes about it. By the way, I haven't made notes in a while, so probably I will have to take some time to actually make some theory. No, I actually haven't done it. Yep. But okay, I probably will do the note about the GPIOs, because it's an important topic here. Yep. Okay. GPIO, I will just like tell you like rewind and make cool notes. Yep. So ADC and DACs, yeah, this is absolutely must have. I won't delete that and compromise in any way. PWM, let's see, I know that thing completely. I don't know what to do here. Hardware timers, by the way, that's a good topic. Well, we actually had a course in uni where we were programming the MCS51 microcontroller or something like that. I haven't understand like anything. I was more like just copy pasting, but we had some laboratory work that was related to hardware timers, so probably this wouldn't be a very hard topic. Actually, I haven't learned much, which I actually regret, because I actually came to the embedded development, but well, it is what it is. Okay. Interrupts, yep, also interrupts. UART, SPI, I2C. I would like to actually maybe learn them a little bit later, but okay. UART, SPI, I2C, there will be together. So, by the way, probably should divide somehow, because FreeRTOS is actually should go later after all that hardware stuff. So probably I should divide it into several groups. Uh, Tooling, some hardware stuff that I don't know. Yep, I know something about memory, but I don't know anything about those things. Um, Tools, then some basics, touch sensors. Damn, I have to buy a touch sensor, I have to buy a Hall sensor, I have to buy a temperature sensor, I have to buy different sensors here. Yeah, probably too expensive. Okay, no, that's actually cool, but I guess it's, it will be just optional thing. I wouldn't really care if I wouldn't succeed in them. Yep. RTC timer and deep sleep modes. That's actually a useful thing if you are doing some device that should have sleep mode, like smartwatches, for example. I guess that's an important topic. So probably I can't really get rid of that. And FreeRTOS. Well, FreeRTOS, I'm just curious, so I will just put something that I'm curious about in on the first place. Yep. Let it be. FreeRTOS. I'm just curious. Then some hardware stuff. Then some tooling stuff. Well, I had actually. I should have actually begin with this plan, but yep. Again, it is what it is. Connectivity. Yeah, Wi-Fi. Already learned a lot of things here. Connecting to networks, yep, HTTP clients and servers, yep, we have already done that here, here, and here. So almost half of my videos are about Wi-Fi and connectivity, so yep. Okay. Bluetooth. By the way, Bluetooth is probably well, I would like to actually learn Bluetooth, how it works. Damn. Whoa, 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 whoa. What you already know, what your tests using. Whoa. Okay. So seems like a lot of things. Let's tell him like what I already know. I already know how the memory layout, the GPIO, like how GPIO matrix works, Wi-Fi, HTTP client and server parts, and of course how to connect to Wi-Fi. This is what I know. Well, probably I know a little bit more, like PWM, let's see, but okay. Let him think a little bit. Yep. So, next, it told us to learn some Bluetooth. Well, probably for the first time, I guess this is enough. This like basics, you know. Well, we can actually put here the Bluetooth, but then he tells us that there are some networking protocols like MQTT. It's just an IoT protocol. Storage. Yep. Tasks and FreeRTOS basics. Power management. Well, it looks pretty cool, but I guess it is enough for next, I don't know, like 10 embedded adventure days. So this is basically a content plan. I just spoiler alert, guys. Spoiler alert. This is like the next 10 videos. Yep. Okay. Salt foundation. Here we go. it really knows what I want to learn. Free RTOS, yeah, free RTOS, tasks, priorities, queues, semaphores, and all that stuff. Yep. Then Bluetooth, BLE, low energy Bluetooth. Yep. Cool. ESP Now. By the way, ESP Now is a cool thing. It's when the two ESPs can communicate without any Wi-Fi, without any Bluetooth. Well, I currently have only one ESP32. Probably I should buy another one until the new year. I hope. Yep. Make some experiments. Because that's a cool topic too. What else? Advanced Wi-Fi features. Okay, OT, over-the-air updates. Must-have skill for real projects, partition tables, writing your own OT function. Well, I probably should. Firstly, like, this is a good things to explore when you are good at basics. Yep. So probably the first thing that I should actually know is to go through all that basics, like in a very rapid pace, and then go to some advanced topics. Yep. So basics. Yes. Oh, let's mark it like this. Basics. This category is. I'm just curious. And here are some advanced topics, like BLE, storage, so on. Okay. Here we go. And also, I guess I should record everything here, but I also would post some of the notes here on my Google Drive. Yep. What about the project days? That's actually a genuine question, because, like, theory days are good, but theory without practice is dead. It's completely dead. Just curious, I guess. Should make, one moment. Dang. I can make actually different header styles here. That's like some copy of Notion, because Notion is banned in my country, so I use it. Well, looks pretty good. Okay. Project days. So as you remember, I've explored some project ideas in previous video, and currently, like, the three winning ideas, let me think what they were. That's actually hard, but I should pick one that is simple enough to implement, and well, I won't stuck with it for a long time. That's actually a genuine question. Probably I will stick with the music instrument, because it's more simple than doing your own gaming console from scratch. Own gaming console is pretty cool project on its own when you are already an expert. But damn, or smartwatches. I guess the winning here, I would like to make two categories again. So complicated but cool, easy. Well, of course, they are not that easy for me, but they are easy in terms of they are easier than these ones. So in complicated, I just put the own gaming console. Um, Secondly, the walkie-talkie, I guess. Well, walkie-talkie is probably, well, it's not that hard to implement, I guess. But okay, easy, I guess. Smartwatches are pretty easy to implement. Well, I just need to buy some sensors and to monitor the data. Oh, of course, the LED screen. Yeah, the LED screen is also important thing. So smartwatches, maybe musical instrument. Okay, let's take the walkie-talkie from this category here. Walkie-talkie. What else? What else? Okay. Well, I guess we can actually start with any of them. They're all cool. I probably will start with smartwatches, so I will have to order some things for them. And that would be a pretty cool project. Yeah. By the way, probably I wouldn't be able to do it on breadboard. Like smartwatches are usually they just like I have some Apple Watches here. They should be in a case. So I probably will somehow to learn the PCB stuff and how to solder them, because well, this is just a simple traffic light circuit and it already looks like a mess with all these jumpers, yeah, that we've made in previous series. So probably well, I can prototype smartwatches on breadboard, but real smartwatches aren't done like this. So seems a bit complicated in these terms, yeah. Musical instrument and walkie-talkie is much less complicated, so I guess smartwatches, despite the own logic of the project being very dumb, but they go here. And the musical instrument is probably easy because you just have to need a like a big breadboard, different buttons. Okay, yeah, it's ready. Smartwatches, they're watches. They should be like handled on your wrist. Yep. Okay. Well, good plan. Good plan, by the way. I guess I know what will be in the next series. I wouldn't spoil you, but we'll continue. By the way, I ordered the second breadboard also, so it should actually guess so it will come on 13th of December. Oh, so it will be tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow, I hope I will show you the new breadboard. Well, maybe the day after tomorrow because it may not be in the like they may not deliver it right in the morning where I'm usually recording. So okay. Um. So nevertheless, I have a plan. That's cool. By the way, it's actually really important to plan your studying your projects because otherwise it's just extremely hard to stick to anything. I tried to learn a lot of things without a plan, and that was a total disaster. So I'm really grateful that I'm able to consistently. Well, sometimes I fall off, of course. Well, all of well, we can actually fall off for one day, but on daily basis we should consistently learn something. I guess that's a good motivation word for the end of the video. So um, learn embedded systems, guys. Learn cool things, learn programming, IoT, all that stuff, because it's basically one of the coolest thing that you can do in terms of information technologies. I don't know, guys. This is a very extremely cool area that I want to succeed. So I hope I motivated you guys. I hope I motivated myself to not fall off and to go further. So hope you enjoy. Hit the like, subscribe, leave a comment. Yeah, and have a good day, guys. Bye. Okay.